Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, I got a question for you. I just left our daughter's house, your daughter's house, and you know she's graduating, and she was telling me that she wanted, I guess her biological father just came back into her life or whatever the case after 17 years, and she wanted him to come to the graduation, but in order for that to happen, I have to give up my ticket. And she told me that you knew something about this.
Yeah, I didn't know something about it.
And
Is
so,
that a problem?
you don't think it's a problem? Like after 17
No.
years? Like you don't
First of all,
think that's a problem?
No, I don't think it's a problem at all. Because if she want her daddy back in her life, put her daddy back in her life.
So you want
Although
me, so after 17 years, this dude come around, look, he can be there. But y'all want me to give up my ticket to let him come. Don't I pay for that entire graduation?
Listen,
I got her first
you should
crib.
respect. Okay, and we appreciate everything that you did. But at the end of the day, it's still gonna be her daddy, and she wants her daddy to come back in her life. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Y'all trifling as hell, man. You mean to tell me
honestly?
So what's up with you and him? Y'all back together or something? Because it has to be something to it. Because ain't no man after 17 years, ain't no man just gonna pop back up and I want to be at your graduation now. Ain't no man do it. And what type of man is he?
What you mean? What type of man is he?
Listen,
he's trying to come back in his daughter's life.
Any type of man.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
But y'all in cahoots with trying to get me to give up my ticket that I paid for?
Come on now, ain't nobody in cahoots. It's just that she want her daddy to see her daddy graduate. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, but you brought it to her. She told me you brought it to her. You brought it. You convinced her to do that.
Because we're trying to build a family. We're trying to build a family.
After 17 years.
We're trying to build a family.
After 17
years. Yeah, after 17 years. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Man, y'all trifling as hell, man. Straight up. You know
what? Trifling?
This is what I'm going to do. Just like I told her, that apartment that I just got for her, I just went and pulled the lease off. I pulled the lease off of it. That graduation that I paid for, I'm finna go take all my money back. Matter of fact, I'm on my way there right now.
No, that's wrong. No, that's trifling. That's trifling.
All right, so I seen this video on Average Man Unplugged channel. I'll plug it in before the video, where you had a stepfather who paid for the graduation. And we seen another video like this years ago. He paid for the graduation, and apparently he got the daughter her first apartment. And I guess he came from over there, and the daughter said that she wanted her real father at the graduation, and he had to give his ticket to her, and he paid for the graduation, probably paid for prom, paid for all that, paid for her to be in the home at a new crib. And she told him that her mother already knew knew about that. She wanted the father to be back, and after 17 years he came back into the fold and wanted to be at the graduation. Now, a couple things that from my observation, I thought when I first heard it, even before my bro, shout out to Average Man Unplugged, shout out to Cincinnati, I was there not too long ago, was saying that other than he was saying, first thing I thought was that she back fucking him or probably never stopped having sex with him. And my thing was he probably had to get a ticket back, in my opinion, because they didn't want them there at the same time. I think that was a huge thing, because you could probably get 8-10 tickets. They probably didn't want them there at the same time, bro. It didn't mean they had to sit there, but I guess we take pictures and all that together, and they didn't want that awkwardness. And blended families, hit the link in the description. That's not the way it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be that awkwardness. It's not supposed to be, no, your father is supposed to be there. No other man is supposed to step in and do nothing for you. But, he was mad about it, and he took all his money back. She wrong. No, he wasn't wrong. He said it, like, y'all back fucking together. And he probably never stopped fucking her, bro. That's one thing that I peeped about a lot of women, and not all, who was in this predicament of being a single mother, is that they still be fucking on a nigga. They still mess with the other dude. You know what I'm saying? She gave him the biggest sacrifice that a woman can give to a man. And this is why you don't marry women who don't want to have children with you. You know, that want to have your children is because that's the sacrifice. Getting married don't benefit you unless you're going to have a nuclear family or whatever type of family you want to have, a non-traditional family, whatever. It doesn't benefit you unless she's going to make the ultimate sacrifice and have your child. And obviously this woman didn't have his child. So she don't love you. And that's what they try to tell you when a lot of these women, they try to tell you, oh, I love you and all this type of stuff. And, you know, oh, this is our child. We don't need to have, she don't like you like that. If a woman don't want to conceive your child, she don't like you, bro. She don't like you like that. And I did a video like, you know, about a minute ago, maybe 6 months. I say, you know, women don't even trap guys in the gray area no more. They don't trap regular guys no more. They don't do that no more. They don't trap regular guys. Guys that make a decent, they don't do that no more. They trapping guys at the top earning guys, or they making babies with bums. Unless they really like you like that. So that's just what it is, man. So when you're in that predicament, bro, this is why the last of the productive men in the black community are the stepfathers. Because there ain't that many black male teachers there. You know, there ain't a surplus of black mentorships, male mentorships there. The last surplus of men in the black community, the last surplus of those men are stepfathers, and they're starting to go. And now the news is starting to be shared online about how stepfathers get done. You starting to hear the baby daddy side of the story and stuff, talking about how he's still hitting it and he never stopped hitting it. We seen videos where the dude take the kid camping and come home and the woman is laid up with the baby father. You're basically just a wallet. You are a wallet while she's still sleeping with the guy that she want to sleep with. I say this all the time. Baby mothers are very disingenuous. They're liars. They're right up there with prostitutes, strippers, thieves, bank robbers, they're very disingenuous, bro. You would think conventional and women are not logical. You would think if they get a second chance at a family, or they get with a guy that's really gonna come in and alleviate the pain, they treat stepfathers worse than they treat the real father. They treat stepfathers horribly. They abuse them. They do them dirty. They still don't get the appreciation until they 6 feet deep, if that. Nobody respects your word in the house. You can't chastise or discipline the children. They quick to call the police. I done seen mamas lie on dudes and say they did this to the daughter. Even biological dudes went through this. I seen the dude. It is what it is. It's something that you shouldn't do. Baby mamas are for humping on and pulling out with the rubber. Simple as that. Baby mamas you think they'll be better. You think they'll be appreciative. You think they'll worship the ground that you walk in. No. They're pump and dump. They're recreational use. Very disingenuous. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They don't deserve a second chance. The only ones that may deserve a second chance is somebody who married before they carried them. You know, they was a wife, and or a widower or something like that. But other than that, bro, no. They get Nathan but penetration, if that. I'm telling you, man. And that's messed up what dog had to go through. And I would have took all my money back too. Well, I don't want you to. Cool. I mean, I'm pretty sure there were signs of that coming on before that. And you just want to help the community out. But once you figure out you can't help the black community, we was having a discussion like this on one of my live streams I had on my other channel. And dude was like, ain't no black community left. It is a black community left. It still wouldn't be turning out black people out the black community. It definitely is a black sector. Like, you don't want to call it a community, a sector, a space, whatever you want to call it, you know. But productive black men don't stay there. They don't go there. And the last productive black men that's in that space, and I said in my video, even the NFL players and the MLB black players and the national basketball and national football players leave there. They leave out that community. They leave out that community, right? They leave out that community. They get drafted and they don't even they get out of that community. They get out of there. And you seeing why. But yet we keep hearing, we had that moist black man talking about straight black men. Oh, we ain't the problem. We been left. A lot of productive black men, the last productive black men that's in abundance that's left and leaving at a rapid rate is stepfathers. That's it. Them the last of the Mohegans left. Them the last of the Mohegans left, y'all. And y'all ran them out. Y'all ran y'all productive sons out. Y'all run the how many times we seen them, a football coach get sent to the upper room by a pookie or a mama fighting with the football coach or sleeping with him and then exposed. Y'all ran all the productive black men out. They're no longer there, but yet continue to still get the blame. It's a shame. It's a shame. And they still get 100% of the blame. It's a crazy world we living in, y'all. Very, very crazy world we living in. And the dudes that were there, they got rid of them. The stepfathers that were there, they ran them straight up out the community. They ran them clean the fuck up out of there. And it's shit like this that guys back in the day didn't really speak about. They didn't speak about this. They didn't talk about their losses, even though I think I wouldn't do it personally, is to get on the internet and embarrass myself in that shape, form, and fashion. But to be honest, it's needed for guys not to make the same mistake. We need these landmark videos for us not to make these mistakes and feel bad for these women and crying and stuff. They know exactly what they did. They know exactly the mistakes that they made. Real talk. Oh, I wish you were her father. Oh, that's bullshit, bro. They don't deserve a second chance unless they married before they carried. That's about it. Or they a widower and married before they carried. That's about it. Other than that, they just deserve to get humped on and dumped on. Really, I wouldn't even pay them no attention a lot of the time, but that's facts. That's facts. You feeling bad for somebody who made a life decision mistake like that. And historically, it shows you that they don't appreciate what you do to them. The kids don't appreciate it. Well, kids don't appreciate what their parents do. They don't understand the sacrifice. That's understandable. But the woman not appreciate you as a baby mama too. If you got more than one kid, it's a wrap. But as a baby mama in general, you should be better than the competitions. You should be in more shape. You should have great personality. You should be more inviting. You should be doing everything you need to do. But that's why dudes just fuck on them and keep them. And a lot of them already know that. A lot of them is cool with just being part of your rotation. They like running the household. They like running their children into destitute. They like running their children into the wrong, into a life of misery. And every now and again, you get some children that escape and learn or do right and get on the right track and experience culture for real and they're able to salvage, but they don't stay within that community. But hey, hit the link in the description, join the Patreon.